Come fly with me to Japan. I made the mistake of not sleeping the night before, thinking it would be easier to adjust to the time difference, and it was a huge mistake. I had a 6 a.m. flight, so I got to JFK around 4:30. Security was a breeze, and the airport was so dead. I was so exhausted and just wanted to board. I got a water and some Jesus for later, and then finally boarded after waiting around for an hour. It was a 6-hour flight to San Francisco that only felt like 5 minutes. They gave us breakfast right away, which I didn't expect, so it was a nice surprise. I had overnight oats with blueberries and almonds. That was weirdly really good and tasted fresh. Maybe I was just really hungry. I passed out for nearly the whole flight. Landed in San Francisco, which is now one of my favorite airports ever. It's big, there's so many stores and things to do there. I went to a ritual coffee and got an oat iced latte and a caprese sandwich. 2 sips of the coffee, and it was so bad. 9 out of 10 times I've had terrible coffee in Cali, and the streak continues. I walked around a little, decided to get another coffee because I was barely functioning at this point. This was an oat latte with honey and cinnamon, and it was so much better. Here's me being extremely giddy because maybe I'm sleep deprived, but it just hit me that I'm going to Japan, and I started to get so excited and so happy. After waiting around for like 2 hours, we boarded, and I loved how much legroom I had. It was honestly crazy. Took a nap, then they were doing drinks and snacks, so I got a gin and tonic with Bombay Sapphire. It's kind of tradition for me to get this on every flight, it just hits different. First meal came out a little while later. It was beef and rice with salad, ramen noodles, and this buttery shrimp. This was easily one of the best meals I ever had on a flight. The shrimp was addicting. I watched What a Girl Wants to pass time on the 12-hour flight. I didn't love it, but it made time go by faster. I took another nap, and they gave us green tea, corn, yogurt, and pizza. This was a really good meal, no notes. I love how they were always passing out green tea every hour. I finally landed. Customs was a little too crazy, and being around an insane amount of people in a narrow line made me anxious, but finally made it through. I was hanging on by a thread at this point, looking around for my friend who took a different flight but arrived at the same time. We took a taxi to our Airbnb, got some snacks from Lawson, and called it a night.